Someone trying to keep me with like.
So it's your boy the Overlord here,
and your boy Kovu.
Hey, there you go. So it's another segment of Walking Like I Talk It. You feel me? And
walk like I talk. Walk it like I talk.
You feel me? But your boy was like, yeah, I don't have anything to talk about today. Let's talk about this Michael J. White thing and Mike Tyson. I was like, bro, that's content, right? He's like, yeah, I get it.
Content. Even when you're not feeling it, post content.
Yeah, you got something to talk about. If you don't like really think that you do, there's always something. But it was pretty much like he said. Someone asked who would win in a fight between Mike Tyson and Michael J. White.
It wasn't just who would win. There's a post by the Sun on Facebook, which I have to check and verify if it wasn't just like clickbaity. It said that Michael J. White has agreed to fight Mike Tyson, and it could happen as early as next week.
I can see that. I mean, I feel like Michael J. White stays ready. You know what I mean?
At all times.
Yeah. Like.
So who, for the sake of the viewers, who would you think would win in the fight?
Like, it would have to be Michael J. White, because like, first off, he's younger, and like like I said, he's always like ready. I've never like seen him like sloppy or be like, oh, I'm out of shape right now. I gotta like train for a little bit before I can do something. Like, he always just seems like he's just ready to take on a squad of people at any time. So I feel like he would take it. Like,
I agree. And for all the people that are kind of looking at me sideways, Michael J. White has 7 recognized black belts. 7.
Yeah.
And 3 of them are in 3 different schools of karate. Now, as a person that's taking martial arts, to understand how hard it is to earn a black belt in another discipline of karate, you got to start from the bottom and work your way. You don't get no brownie points from just being a black belt in another school of karate. You have to start from the ground up. And the thing is, he stays ready. He's been training his body since he was 7 years old.
Yeah.
And he still looks like he can just end people's whole lives. Go on YouTube right now. You can actually search a video that happened 11 years ago on the set of Blood and Bone, where he was teaching. Yeah, Blood and Bone. My favorite Michael J. White.
Yeah, great movie.
Where he's actually showing Kimbo Slice, the late and great Kimbo Slice, the flaw, how boxing punches are inherently flawed when it comes to the world of martial arts.
Yeah, he was talking about how I think he said Kimbo asked him how he's like catching him to like his punches. She's like, hold your hand out. He was like, try to like dodge my punches.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and hit your hand.
Yeah.
Just move your hand out of the way.
And he was like knows the speed of the first 2 and knows the third. So he's like throwing like fast punches. Kimbo's missing them, whatever, dodging them. Hit the third one.
It's like a third of the speed.
Barely even did it. And I hit it. He's like, well, how did you do this? Like, well, I'm not telegraphing my punches.
You're like punch from the shoulder.
Yeah. Like you're taught to telegraph your punches as you're doing it, so they know how to like block it when you're punching. He said, but if I don't do that, if I stand to the side and hit you with that power like you don't know what's coming, it's out of there. So it's
a great way to show the hierarchy within martial arts of what is most important as far as like what goes into the throwing a punch or a kick.
Mm-hmm.
He shows a bit. So he basically says at the end of the day, it's like it comes down to a matter of technique and not power. Because now what happens when I hit speed with it, and he's basically starting to throw speed with it, hitting pretty much almost every single hand that couldn't move it out of the way fast enough.
Yeah,
and the thing is like, it goes in martial arts: technique, speed, power.
Mm-hmm.
Once you finesse the technique and make the technique proper, you can add speed. And once you add speed, you can add power. That is how martial artists in their 60s and 70s can still take down people a third of their age that are like accomplished black belts, because they're using the most important thing. They become all technique, a little bit of speed, and power is non-existent almost. But it's become so refined with the technique that they're able to not only win, but just demolish.
So who do you think could actually be on his level that's out there that you know of?
That I know of?
Yeah.
Going from the same field,
I'd
probably say Wesley Snipes. Wesley Snipes has about 5 black belts, I believe.
You think
5 legitimate black belts?
You think they'd have if they were to go head to head right now, they would actually
it would be Michael J. White still all day.
Yeah.
Because I know that Wesley Snipes, you don't win that many black belts and not train.
Yeah.
But I don't think Wesley Snipes right now it's as important to him as it is for Michael J. White. Michael J. White is keeping himself train himself because he's training other people.
Yeah,
also,
for real.
Michael J. White has literally trained professional boxers.
True.
So it's not like he's alien to the sport at all.
Yeah. I'm just, there was an interview that he did. I don't remember who it was for, but they were like, it was older, like when the Expendables came out. They're like, you versus the Expendables. Who? And he's like me, like all of them. Like I'll take on the whole Expendables. Well, it was like, I think it was like who on the Expendables. He was like, no, just the Expendables, all of them, every single one. Like it's all fight at the same time. And I'm still winning. I was like, hey, how you go take on every action hero that we know of at the same time? And he said, come out, just. I win. I guess that's what it is. Because like they even asked like him versus Bruce Lee. He's like, yeah.
Well, people forget it went straight to DVD, but he's already done a movie with Tony Jaa.
Yeah.
And Jet Li.
And he was like, I'm already. He said like he was bigger than Bruce Lee. He had like weight on him. He's like I guess I win that fight. He's like I win that fight all day. I just want to see it. You know what I mean? I don't want to experience it because I don't want to get my head knocked off, but I just want to see it. I don't want to be close enough for like blood to splatter on me. I just want to be there when it happens.
Well, some people will be disappointed. Like a fight between two martial arts masters isn't the same as it would be for like two boxers. Yeah. Because when you're at that level of like technique and talent, it's just over in seconds. Because all it takes is for one clean hit on either side, and it's over in seconds. But that's what feels much more exciting, because like you could feel the tension in the air as they're both like sizing each other up. It's amazing.
I think the only person who I can think of off the top of my head who could probably beat him would have to be like Tommy Oliver, not Jason David Frank. Not Jason David Frank. I'm sorry, bro.
Fictional character Tommy Oliver.
Tommy Oliver, like before, like as transformed as White Ranger, probably. Yeah, but that's fun. Jason David Frank, like he go hard too. Like he train all the time too. Very humble guy, man. But maybe as as transformed White Ranger, probably. As me and Michael J. White, not Spawn, not Spawn. But.
So I've got an interesting topic.
All right.
What fictional characters do you think his character Bone in Blood and Bones could beat?
Could beat?
Yes. We'll stick to live action characters like you.
Okay.
So what fictional movie character do you think Bone could beat from Blood and Bone? Because remember, he's got the angry prison strength.
Yeah. So. he has the anger of being mistreated and done wrong for so long.
Yeah, he's the sole embodiment of all like institutional racism, disenfranchisement.
Yeah. Got the sizzle just like down on his head, like ready to take on anybody. I don't know, man. I think him and like I would even say Jackie Chan from First Strike. I think they would go toe to toe for a while. You know what I mean? I'm not sure who would come out here. It's like, okay, so this is kind of like to get off a little bit. Right. We friends. We had an argument one time like who would win between Jackie Chan and Jet Li in their prime, right?
Oh, in their prime?
Yeah, in their primes. And so we were like, well, what's the feel? What's the scenario? Because they were like, if you get Jackie Chan in a warehouse full of stuff, it's over for you because he uses everything. The boy used a ladder to fight off 50 niggas. So it's like it had to be like a field raised above where like no one can like get there or there's nothing around, just like a straight field. Then maybe Jet Li would have like a fighting chance. But other than that, I feel like we go Jackie.
If they met like in a sand pit, I think that's Jet Li all day.
Yeah, but it had to be very specific circumstances. But I think, like I said,
if they met like in an antique store, that's Jackie Chan all day.
If they met anywhere in an appliance store,
if they met in an abandoned Circuit City,
if they met in a Hobby Lobby at night, like Jackie Chan is making arts and crafts of Jet Li. I'm saying. Loud truck going by.
This here is my paper mache crane.
Yeah, crane. It'd be Jackie Chan on day, but
this nigga over here making macrame.
Yeah.
While whooping your ass like.
Yeah. It's like, hey, I'm gonna pick this up from my mom after I finish whooping you real quick. Let me go ahead and put this aside because I don't want to break this. But other than that, yeah. So I feel like Jackie Chan in his prime, like I think they would go. Because like Jackie Chan can do that whole circle with one hand, triangle, whatever with the other. I was like, right.
Okay.
That was kind of crazy just to see it.
Well, since they're saying similar sizes,
yeah, back then, Jackie was pretty swole back there.
So, could Detective Lee from Rush Hour beat the one from Jet Li's movie, The One?
I don't think so, because he had multiple hymns, killed off, so he was stronger than
well, let's
just
say
a normal
that's the
person.
villain. Let's say the hero the final one that he's trying to kill.
It's still the same though. They're still equally strong because they both still have.
Oh, that's right. Because the power.
Yeah. So the power is still like.
So let's see then. Oh, I've got it.
All right.
Detective Lee from Rush Hour versus Kiss of the Dragon, Jet Li.
Ooh, Kiss of the Dragon's a good movie.
Yeah. I'll even let you pick an option between that or Romeo Must Die, Jet Li. Yeah, it's a little bit better, isn't it? It's a little bit better, isn't it?
I'd probably pick Kiss of the Dragon, Jet Li, only because I feel like he's a lot calmer, and like I feel like at that point that's one of the things that's like, all right, because so a lot of times you'll see him, and a lot of movies he's calm, except for maybe like Unleashed. But I feel like that calmness would be like kind of throw Jackie up, because like Jackie used to like people like coming at him. So if he's like calm, it's just like, okay, do you want to fight? Oh, you didn't even say start. Like I feel like that might throw him off if you can get like a clean couple hits, but like before Jackie's like, all right, I don't want to fight. All right, or he gets the I don't want no trouble fight. You know what I mean? Like Stans.
I don't want no trouble.
No trouble. No trouble. I don't want no trouble. But then
like
maybe
grabs by the arm, pulls it back, punches.
Yeah, then maybe, but if not, then I'll probably say Jackie.
Yeah.
Maybe like Unleashed, Jet Li might win just because he's ridiculously unpredictable. But then if Jackie went Drunken Master, I feel like they would. I feel like they would be like equal though.
And that is why Forbidden Kingdom was one of my favorite movies. Because you get a chance to put them both
to
on
finally
the
see
same
them
movie
fight.
And finally fight.
But neither was serious though. But it was a good fight. It was a good fight scene that you finally got to see. But it's just like neither one was serious. Like it's like did you see like TMNT, the 2007 version, the animated one, where like you finally get to see Raphael and Leonardo fight, and like, but you know Leo's not serious, because like he
doesn't want to fight.
Yeah, because there's a point where like the sword goes like right past Raphael's head. If Leo really wanted to kill him, could just like turn it, slice his head off. But he's like, I ain't trying to fight you like that. Also, I'm trying to embarrass you. You know what I mean?
Right. Also, like the thing about that is like inherently, if Raph really wanted to and thought more logically, he could beat Leo because he'd easily just be able to break his swords. That's literally what size are made to do.
Right. But the anger clouds your mind.
Exactly. And that's why Leo
that's why Leo always wins against him like that. But
Raph is a better fighter and stronger. He just gets angry.
I wouldn't say he's a better fighter.
He's a better fighter.
I wouldn't say he's a better fighter. I wouldn't say that. It's your. That's not my opinion. I would say he's a better.
I'm biased. Team Raphael all day.
See, but to be honest, like I'm Team Mikey. Like I'll take Mikey over all, because Mikey, if Mikey was serious about fighting, I feel like he could take him on.
Well, there's a certain comic book about that right now.
Yeah. Well, which one?
Well, if I say which one it is, it's gonna give away about which turtle it is.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I've been reading that, but it's not really. It doesn't really show.
But the thing is, like, people don't realize that Mikey is inherently, technique-wise, the most talented turtle.
Right.
Because it's incredibly hard to master nunchucks. Like, incredibly hard. One,
and like he has two, yeah.
And the fact is, Master Splinter, excuse me. Sorry, it's been early in the morning.
Give me that nerd card. Give me that nerd card. Go ahead. Go ahead, hand that over, bro.
Early in the morning.
It's not that early, but I got you.
Okay. You don't want me to put you on blast and say, oh, I'm slowly getting up too.
Hey. I did, just because I said I was slowly getting up, doesn't mean it was early. It could be afternoon. I'll be like, oh, I'm just barely getting up. But hey, I'm just saying, whatever.
It's early. All right. What Master Splinter.
There you go.
Had said was that he gave them to Mikey to teach him discipline. he never really expected him to succeed like he did, but the fact that he was able to shows that he's the most talented turtle fight-wise.
There was a scene in like the early cartoon where like Mikey and Leah are fighting, and like Splinter's like, hey, it's like slow down or like focus, whatever. And like it's just like I'm like he's ready to do something else. He doesn't really want to like do this, and then Leo ends up winning because he's impatient, but only because he's impatient. That's the only
Mikey wasn't really with the shit. So
yeah.
He was like, nah, man, I don't even. I
don't
really want to be here.
I ain't trying to fight. I'm trying to get my video game score up. Yeah. I'm trying to learn this new kickflip, big ollie, big twist thing, whatever he's trying to do on a skateboard.
He's like, man, I'm hungry. Yeah. Nobody wants some pizza.
Yeah, let's go make 50 different types of pizza with cereal on top of it. Like I'm ready to get to something else. But like if he was actually really good, I think Mikey's the only one that I've seen I can remember, like especially early cartoons, that takes on Bebop and Rocksteady by himself. Mm-hmm. Like by himself. Wait, he didn't really have his nunchucks at first. He used like a ball of soda, like straight up Jackie Chan style. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna use everything around me to fight you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And so, like I said, I feel like if it came down to it, a serious Mikey could take on the rest of the turtles.
And here's the thing: if he knows how to use nunchucks, he could easily use all of his other brothers' weapons.
Well, I mean, like
they're phenomenally easier to use by comparison. You may not be a master like his brothers are at their respective weapons, but he could use them.
Well, there was like a scene in one of the ones, I can't remember if it was like it's one like the newer cartoons. I can't remember if it was like Fast Forward or something like that. But they had to fight this robot, and the robot knows each turtle by his preferred weapon style, and so they switch up weapons to fight them. And it's like they said something about Splinter made them learn each other's weapons so that if something were to happen, they could pick those up and still fight and still be able to fight with them. So there might not be like a complete mastery of each weapon, but there's definitely a knowledge of each weapon to use, at least to fight off opponents. And so it tricked the robot, so the robot lost because of that. So
man, we can make a Walk It Like I Talk It episode on the Ninja Turtles alone.
I can make whole albums on this show.
The 2000 iteration of the Ninja Turtles TV show is probably my favorite out of all the TV shows. The one that had a little more of a darker, serious take, like Image Comics.
Yeah, like the one where they have like the purple dragon and stuff like that. That's the one. Yeah, that was a good one. I like that one. Yeah. That was
my favorite iteration of the TV show. Obviously, I watched like the early '90s one for nostalgia's sake. But as far as like themes and like the character portrayals, that was probably my favorite.
Yeah. I still like the original. You know, I don't know, like you said, just nostalgia. Like it just brings you to a better time. I wouldn't say that like it's better than any other ones. Like I'm not saying like any ones are better except for like the new ones where they make Raph the leader and the oldest brother. I don't like it, but pretty much other than that, I like most of them. That one just like threw me off too. It was really weird. Like
Wait, they made Raph.
They made it. Wait, so first off, they made it hella Naruto. They were like I know other things use shadow clones and stuff, but the way they did it looked. So there's a part where they're fighting like this huge shredder, and he stops. He's doing like the whole eye thing, like Madara, and I was just like, that's weird. And then like they're doing like shadow clones, and they're doing like what is it? Transportation, like transportation from place to place. And I was just like, that's weird. Yeah, not really substitution, but kind of like how like Minito, like he uses his
his
special
yellow
knife.
Yeah.
Like they're doing kind of like that, and then they're like trading off, and Leo goes, "It's your turn, big bro," and like Raph shows up. I was like, "What? How dare you? What? Don't you ever?" Who's the leader? Get out of here, bro. What are you talking about, man?
He was looking like, what? I will not stand for this slander.
I was like, I flipped over my bowl of cereal. I was like, my cartoons have been ruined. No. I was like, how dare they? What are they talking about? It made me think about that song from the 90s where like...
Yeah, what was that cartoon again?
Where like, it's like Rise of the Turtles or something like that, or... It's one of the newer ones.
Oh, I heard about that show.
And I just saw like a clip from it, and I was like, nope.
I've heard about it, but like I would never say I was turtled out, but like I'd already gone way back to Image Comics because that runs I don't know. It's the image. I think it's ICW. It might be ICW comics. But there's the current iteration of the Turtles in the comic books right now is way more interesting than any of the shows.
Yeah, for sure.
Like there's even a human that ended up turning to one of the Turtles.
Yeah, I know.
Because they gave her a blood transfusion.
Right.
And I was like,
and
yo.
She mutated, and I was like,
she
what?
mutated into a turtle, and now they actually have a female turtle. All like Venus from the like.
So we don't talk about that one. We do not talk about the next mutation or anything else. We don't really speak on that one. Let's get a turtle with boobs. Let's make her be able to train. She's been training for years in the background, and they never noticed. No, what? They never noticed. All right, bro.
All right.
Yeah,
it's like they basically just Rule 63 Leonardo, and that's what Venus was.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Let's just make her like light blue. She's a girl.
Yeah. By the way, like for those who don't know, Rule 63 is basically gender bending a popular character, turning a boy to a girl to a boy.
Yeah.
It's Internet Rule 63. Not to be confused with Internet Rule 34. Please do not Google it for your own sake.
I don't know what that one is, but I'll take your word for it. I won't look it up.
Internet Rule 34 is if it is a fictional character exists, there is hentai of them.
Okay. Yeah, I won't look it up. Yeah. But yeah, I kind of forgot what we were talking about. But
we were on Michael J. White and Mike Tyson. And we went through our magical tangents as we normally do.
We ended up in Ninja Turtles. So
yeah.
I mean, there's you never know where these conversations are gonna end up, or
which is part of the reason why we wanted to do them, because like it's just a great way to like
first one exercise.
Yeah, first one exercise. Another thing, just to really get all of our thought processes out as far as our creative process for content.
Yeah, for sure. But first off, let us know who you all think would win in a fight between Michael J. White and Mike Tyson. Second, let us know
Don't just say a name, like give us your reasons.
Give us like details, like what do you actually think are reasons why they would win.
Yeah, please.
Second, let us know who would win in the fight between the Ninja Turtles if they were all serious. If they're all bloodlusted, ready to fight, who would actually win in a fight.
And do not bring up the death battle.
Nah, that was trash. I was mad at that. And like I said, Mikey wasn't serious in that one. He wasn't really wanting to fight. Right. And I don't think Donnie was even ready. So you got to think like you don't think Donnie has some kind of like technology? He was like, hey, I've been saving this just in case.
Oh, absolutely.
Something happens with somebody else. So I'm guessing I have to use on my brothers because I'm ready to kill them.
Donnie, if anybody, Donnie has all the contingency ways. Yeah. He's long thought about how to like wax all his brothers.
He probably Batman the whole thing. He has like a whole.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, probably has the whole like program on.
If you have the chance. There is a comic book, and I think now they're either coming out with a show or a movie of it, but Batman versus the Ninja Turtles is actually really, really good.
Y'all know I'm not a Batman fan, so I haven't
I'm not
actually
either,
watched
but
it.
I really, really enjoyed the subject matter.
Maybe one day, if I'm, hard up on something to watch.
I think we might have lost some viewers just from saying that statement alone, that neither one of us are a Batman fan.
Hey, Flash all day, babe. Flash all day. I don't care what y'all say. Come for me. All right, I got you. Come for me, I got you. Don't even worry about it.
Static all day.
I get that, but like,
if I had to pick out of the original Justice League, it would probably be Green Lantern.
Well, which Green Lantern? Wait, which Green Lantern?
You know which Green.
Oh, so Hal Jordan. Okay, yeah, I got you.
Don't make me fight you.
Guy Gardner? Yeah,
all right. I'd like to welcome you guys to the last Walk Out Like I Talk It. It's officially canceled.
He's a Guy Gardner. Hey, I had to ask, bro. There's been a few. Kilowog? Who was it?
If I had to choose one besides John Stewart, it would be Kyle Rayner.
Kyle Rayner's pretty good. You know, he was an artist, right? So like his stuff's like more.
Much more
yeah.
His imagination.
For sure.
His imagination was much more expanded than the actual.
And like I like John Stewart because he was an architect, so like his stuff's like more concrete and like more solid. So that I like how they put those.
And of course,
into like being like Green Lantern, not how.
And of course, John Stewart is voiced by the GOAT voice actor. Phil Lamar. Shout out to Phil Lamar.
Right, Static. Phil Lamar from like, hey, that's the
Wilt
dude.
from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
Wilt.
Samurai Jack, bro.
Yeah. Come on. I agree. He has a lot of names under his belt as far as like, it's like our like childhood. You're like, oh, that's Oh, that's him too. Oh, kind of like Cree Summers. No, is that
Cree
right?
Summers,
Yeah.
that's right.
She had like a bunch
She's
of like
basically voiced every black
little girl,
female, like every black female girl.
and even some white ones too.
Yeah.
Like Penny from
like,
Inspector Gadget.
She's basically the film of black female child. She voiced Susie Carmichael.
Mm-hmm.
She voiced
Number 5.
Number 5.
Number 5.
She
My
voiced
favorite.
She voiced Maxine from Batman Beyond.
Mm-hmm. Like a bunch. Like look them up, and you'll be like, oh, I didn't know that they voiced most of my childhood. Like you'll find out. Like if you ain't know, you'll find out. So
yeah, between them and Keith David, like they pretty much voiced all of our childhood.
Yeah. if we
All of
lose
our black
any
childhood.
one of those 3, we're like, oh, it's a huge loss for that day. We have lost a lot.
It's a huge loss to the blurred community at that.
Definitely, for sure. But appreciate y'all staying in for Walking Like I Talk It. Let us know in the comments like what y'all think about those fighters, or if you have some ideas for us to talk about, let us know that too, and we might try to like hit that up on our next video. But other than that, it's been your boy Overlord,
And your boy Kobe.
and we out of here. Later.